So today's interview was with chef, his executive chef Andrew Zimmerman from the restaurant Sepia in Chicago. He's been there since 2009. He took over the restaurant. The restaurant used to be a more simpler, rustic kind of foods, and then he gave it a twist. Now they do more rustic and refined cooking. Like I said, he took over in 2009. The chef, he was not always into cooking. He used to be a musician, but he wasn't that good at it. And so he was not that serious about cooking in his 20s. Then after he turned in his late 20s, he got more serious about it. Even though he used to work in kitchens before. For example, he was a dishwasher when he was 15 years old. But as he was turning 30, he realized that he wanted to do more cooking. He was a better cook than a musician. And so he went to the French Culinary Institute in 2000, where he got a lot of good mentors, and he started doing his thing. Anyway, he is now a proud owner of a Michelin star, and he got nominated this year for a James Beard Award for Best Chef of the Great Lakes. So he's very proud of that achievement. And as far as management goes, he has worked in small operations and in larger operations. He used to work at the Park Hyatt Hotel, and he used to manage there more, have more influence on a lot of more employees, but his duties were less than what he's doing now. His restaurant now is a smaller operation. He's one single restaurant in the country of his, and he manages a smaller group of people, but he's in charge of more. For example, he does hiring, and then he supervises 2 sous chefs, and the sous chefs are in charge of training and everything else that will go into the kitchen. So there's no need for a human resources department in the restaurant. Anyway, like I said, he is in charge of hiring their employees. The job training is usually more so the sous chefs, but he has some say in it. He likes to do some extensive on-the-job training. He likes to mentor a lot of aspiring culinarians. So let's see. Anyway, so I had the opportunity to be there one day to work for him for 8 hours, about. And I did a lot of prep work, and then they took me to the line cook area, which to get into that position, there's a lot of extensive training that goes with it. His dishes, like I said, are rustic and refined, so there's a lot of complicated parts that go into one dish. So in order to, have that expertise, he has a lot of extensive training that goes with it. Like for me, I did a lot of, let's say, mundane tasks. They were kind of monotonous, but one of his points, one thing that he told me too, if you can't do mundane tasks like that, you are not going to get anywhere in the restaurant business, because you have to start from the ingredients. You have to start, you have to peel potatoes, peel pounds of potatoes at a time. I did, for example, I did potato spheres, and that took me a while, because he was about 2 quarts of potato spheres that he wanted to do. He also taught me how to debone chickens, in a specific way. So his training is substantial, but he makes sure that everything goes well in his restaurant. So as I said, he likes to mentor a lot. He's very committed to doing that as a chef. That's one of his philosophies as a chef. He wants good, talented people under him. His staff is very dedicated. Like I said, there's a lot of training, so they know what to expect from the restaurant. They know what to expect from him as a manager. He likes to have an open door policy with them, very relaxed atmosphere, so if they have any issues, they can talk to him about it. There's not really any corrective discipline that he wants, that he likes. He prefers preventive discipline. So that's why he likes to train their employees extensively, so they know what to do and they're expected of doing. He believes in employee retention as well. So the better trained their staff is, the more they're going to stay there. And like for example, when he took over, there's some people that were not in sync with his ideas, so those people left. But he took some people from previous restaurants and brought them to his staff. And with the training and the camaraderie and the relaxed atmosphere, he's able to keep more employees, and his employee turnover is not as high. There's high turnover, more so on the front of the house, the serving staff, than from the cooking staff. Some of them have been there for years, and some have interned and now moved to, line cook or prep cook.